In the 1970s, heroin became famous as the most notorious narcotic, particularly among poor, urban neighborhoods, and the devastation was obvious. The history of cocaine is very different. It was popular among those in the Wall Street crowd, who would take it to parties and discos. Cocaine was a new and exciting substance, made by mixing with champagne that helped many socialites seem cultured in the 1970s. This is the tale of Griselda Blanco, who was dealt a difficult hand in life. Her criminal record includes offenses like drug trafficking and other serious felonies, and is allegedly littered with a rough upbringing. Her ruthlessness made her an exceptionally difficult adversary. After her secret return under the code name Black Widow, Blanco returned to the United States, where she re-established her residence in Miami and continued to serve as a member of the Medellin cartel. Griselda was one of the founders of the Medellin cartel, even though Pablo Escobar's name was more renowned. The Trailblazers' job was to handle early distribution channels for the cocaine exporters, including one that went from New York to Miami in the 1980s, when the cartel shifted its drug of choice from cocaine to other products. Griselda was one of the first members of the drug trafficking community. Griselda was so vicious that she stood out not just from other women, but from most men. Although she's said to have had a strong connection with Pablo Escobar, her viciousness distanced her from other people. Along with her seductive appeal, she used guile and deceit. Allegedly, Griselda Blanco created the motorbike drive-by shooting. But in reality, she wasn't the first to have discovered and introduced this technique. She just popularized it by using it more than others did and being its first big proponent. In a rumor, the Black Widow was forced to provide her henchmen motorcycles since her goons often got caught speeding while they were pursuing her targets. Blanco was caught in 1985 and given a 15-year term on prior narcotics convictions that dated back to 1975. Even while in prison, Blanco continued to be involved in the narcotics trade. She hired an extremely young African American, Charles Cosby, to help her manage her new Los Angeles network. Her connections in her hometown provided him with narcotics to use to corner the California black market with no end in sight. Blanco admitted guilt to the charges of murder and received a 10-year sentence. The Godmother escaped capital punishment, did not serve her entire sentence, and was repatriated to her birthplace of Medellin, Colombia, in 2004. She disappeared on home ground. She was hidden for 8 years. In 2006, when she was fighting for her life, a documentary was published that went viral. Blanco, one of the most successful female drug lords in history, was shot down by an assassin on September 3, 2012, as she left a butcher shop in Medellin. A few time before her demise, Blanco and her son Michael had a Hollywood film studio purchase the rights to their tale. Thank you for taking the time to watch. In order to show your support for this video, please click on the like button. To view future videos, click on the subscribe button, and if you have anything to say, please leave a comment.